Welcome back. It's about 5:30 and I don't feel like having dinner yet, so I thought I would make a video. Spent all day outside again and went for a big walk. So now I was kind of craving to do some yoga. And I thought that I've come up with some different ideas for people that want to do yoga, but they need a wall to support them. So I thought maybe I would do a little bit of that. So there's my mat, there's the wall, and that's where I would normally go, but I'm not complaining, but there's a lot of sun, and I even have the window open, so it's not baking hot in here. But yay, aren't we lucky? We get to have the window open now. So very sunny in here, and so I thought I would prop myself up by the wall, and hopefully you guys can see everything okay. So if I go over here, all right, so I'll move it back a little bit. Okay, kind of seems like I'm a little bit far away. Okay, bear with me here. I'm gonna move this table. There. We'll just see here if I can make myself a little clearer to you. Now, I'm really close. Okay, well that's better probably. All right, so welcome back. And so you might, I'm kind of in a mix right now. I sort of feel like doing a lot of core, which may come as a surprise, probably not to you. But I thought I'd kind of mix this up and start with some hip stretches, hip opening, which is everyone's favorite anyway. But you know the classic stretch where you're gonna open up the hips and you bring the hips back. Now I haven't been doing tons of hip opening, so I can really feel this. So you want to bring your back right against the wall, bring your butt right against the wall. So just start off maybe in half flamingo at first, and take a second to just engage or kind of embrace your breathing. So I have my right leg out and my left knee bent and folded with my heel hooked on the outside of my right knee. But you can always do the opposite because we're going to do both anyway. So just to start off like this, and just see where is comfortable. You know, like when you're not doing this, and even just the weight of your foot on your thigh can feel, your muscles feel tender when you're not stretching. And so I kind of feel a little soreness as well. So now You can stay right there or bring your foot as close to your butt as you can, and just hang out here. So I know that to actually make yourself come into a separate room to practice yoga and just to be away from others and give yourself some space is really challenging to do. It took me a long time to be able to just put everything else away. So I know you guys are feeling that, and I know that there's a lot of people that find it easier to go to a class, and now that you can't go to classes, it just makes it really hard to carve out that space. So I hear you guys. I know I've gone through it myself, so I know what it's like. So I commend you for being able to give yourself the time to just, even if it's half an hour or 15 minutes, just getting in the habit of it is the big thing. Okay, so go ahead and switch sides now. Okay, so one side of the hip might feel tighter. Just breathe and sit up as straight as you can. Have the wall supporting your back. So I thought we would do more wall yoga today. And you can do chair yoga and things like that, but I'm not really a big fan of chair yoga. I think it's better to make yourself feel like you can, work on the muscles to be able to sit up properly. If you have a disability, then do chair yoga, but I think it's better to just start gradually working with the muscles that you need to stabilize. You're going to get further results, faster results in less time to do that. So you can take your hand to the inside of your knee and just kind of press into it a little bit just to open up the hip more. Don't push it all the way down to the floor. That's not what the goal is here. And then you might feel like, half flamingo is good enough. All right, so, okay, I'm sitting like this, and I can feel a really big stretch, but you might need to hang on to the front of your shin to keep that knee pulled in, and then just readjust yourself and sit up as straight as you can again. Breathe in, use your breath to breathe into the tightness that you feel. And you see how my foot is hooked on the outside here, okay? So if this is too much for you, and you find that it's really hard to even have your foot, on the ground with your knee bent, then just stay in half flamingo with your legs straight. And then eventually you'll be able to kind of slide it up a little bit. And really that's what the goal is just to get some more opening in the hip so you have more mobility. And like I always tell you guys, you can use the wall to, you can put your feet up against the wall. Maybe I'll show you how to do that. And you can read a book. You can be on your phone. Can be listening to music. So another great posture to do with holding onto the wall is dancer's pose, which is a back bend and really a lot of opening in the front part of the body and the heart and the chest. Great for digestion as well. Okay, so release that. And then just shake your legs out. You can bring your feet into Baddha Konasana, so the soles of your feet come together. And your thumbs are on the inside of the arches. And then you can just butterfly your legs up and down, get rid of some extra hip tension. All right. So now support yourself with the wall. Bring your hands up. Just bring them back to touch the wall. Okay, so you are engaging your core and you're really stretching your arms up above you. My upper back is on the wall and my butt is against the wall. And then bring your right hand down. So for people that feel like they are going like this, even, you know, if we're not on a wall and our hands are out and we're stretching over to the side, I know there's a lot of people that do need support of the wall. So I'm making this video so you don't feel ashamed that you need a wall, because wall yoga is a very real thing. Okay, and then switch sides. That should feel really good. And I also thought it would be good to make a video at this time. Just if you feel like you just need a midday break. And I say midday because I know it's evening, but the days are longer and the light is longer. Okay, so that should feel good. And then just walk your hands forward, push your butt against the wall, back against the wall. So you might be just right here. Okay? And that's okay. You can spread your fingers wide and push the floor away and round. Bring your chin down to your chest. And then you can just rock back and forth, side to side. Come back out again. Hope everyone's breathing. Walk your hands out to the right. Walk your hands over to the left. And it's not all about me, but I think it feels really good. Okay, so here's how you will do feet up against the wall. So you walk Bring your hips and your whole body right to the side of the wall. I should probably move my mat for this as well. Make yourself as comfy as possible. You can even do this without a mat and just use a blanket. So, bring yourself right to the wall. And then come down onto your elbow. And then you're going to bring your feet and your butt right against the wall. Okay, so you can just hang out here. You can put your arms back behind you. You can bring your hands out to the side. Just experiment, see what feels the best. So laying down like this and having your feet against the wall is like the beginning part to, if you can't get up and into shoulder stand. So you see, if you push into your elbows and then bring your feet up, or your knees are bent, you can just support your back. So this is a really good way to learn how to do a supported shoulder stand. Okay, and then it gives people the confidence to be able to take one leg away. So if you're scared to do a shoulder stand, see, you're still pressing into your elbows, pressing away with your elbows, I should say, and toes are pointed and legs are straight. So lots of times people are really afraid. So you use the wall to build up your courage and your confidence. Then you can take one leg back and keep one leg. Okay, so then you learn how to do halasana, plow pose. And then you bring one leg back to the wall, and then the other one, and then walk your feet down. And so your knees are bent, and then remove your hands from your back and bring yourself all the way down. Okay, so try that. And then just bring yourself down to the mat again. Take a big stretch behind you. Just let the weight of the wall take the weight of your legs. And now you can also open up the inner thighs, okay? So you may be right here and feeling a really big stretch in the inner thighs, or maybe you can just put your heels down and you can use your hands to support the sides of your thighs if you don't like all that. See, gravity is helping you right now. This is how you open up your body nicely to be able to do the splits. And if that's too much, then you can bring one foot up and bring one leg down. If you move the leg away from the wall, then maybe you can take your hands and bring them behind your thigh and just pull it in a little bit to towards you. Okay, it's not real crazy what we're doing here. But it is a stretch, I feel it. And then switch sides. And bring that leg close towards you. You might be able to grab onto your foot. You can maybe lift up. Maybe you can't. It doesn't matter. So you choose, make this as gentle as you want. And then you can do Baddha Konasana against the wall. So your feet are together and your knees are out. And again, the knees are pressing into the wall. And you can lay however you want here. You can bring your hands folded back. Open up your shoulders, open up your hips. In this way, gravity is a friend. Okay. So then you just roll to the side and come out of it. Isn't that a nice stretch? All right. Okay. So, similarly, I'm going to tuck my shirt in so everything doesn't, I'm going to go up against the wall now. Okay, so you walk your heels back to the wall and you're up on your toes. And then you're going to bring one foot up and bring the other foot up. And then you can work on handstands. So you have to push the ground away and just look down in between your hands. And then bring one foot down, bring the other foot down. So you can do those things against the wall. I don't recommend doing what we just did if you are struggling with plank. Okay, so if you're feeling really proficient with plank, then you need to challenge yourself. And that's also another good way to just feel, to build up the strength and open up the shoulders, because that's really what you need to do to be able to do a handstand. So you just walk your feet up the wall. But remember, your fingers are spread wide, and then you walk your heels back. Okay, so it's kind of like a down dog. This is also see how creative you can be. My brain is just going, oh, you can do all of these things. This is a really good way, actually, to show you how well, it's kind of fun, but the wall can be your friend, okay? So if you're a person that has a hard time doing down dog and it bugs you that you can't get your heels down, then same thing, right? So your feet, you lift up, and then your heels are against the wall, and then you push your knees back so you're up on your toes. So this is a good way to stretch out the bottoms of your feet, to strengthen your feet, and be standing on your toes with your toes kind of bent. Okay, and then you push yourself back, and then you can get a really, really good stretch in between the shoulder blades, the hamstrings, the whole spine. Okay, so sometimes that's a bigger stretch than just doing down dog. Okay, so if you're in tabletop, the soles of your feet, your toes really, are pressing into the skirting board. Okay, so you press in there and then you can lift your knees up. Okay, so a good way to build up the core as well. So you're hovering, you're in bear. So keep pushing the ground away. Walk your feet together. Pull the knees in, squeeze them together. Keep the core engaged, and come back down. Okay. Now I'm looking around because I'm thinking about you guys being able to see things. Okay. Maybe I'll go this way. I don't know if you can still see me. No. Okay. What I wanted to show you, I'll just go this way again. So my back's gonna be, sorry. Okay. So, see, my feet are pressing into the board again. This is really good for working towards keeping your knees not bending. Okay, so you push your heels into the board there. And then you push your knees down into the floor. And then you can fold forward because you have something to push into. Okay, you can do that. You can keep the heels pushing in. And you can do your side stretches. You can take, so your feet, you know how I always say, keep your toes up and your feet flexed because that's where the stretch is. So this helps you because you don't feel like you're scooching backwards and your hips are going in the opposite direction. So lift, take your right hand back behind you, so it's pointing away from you. Take the left hand up, and then you're going to take the left hand to the outside of the right knee and press into that hand. So see, your feet have something to push into, and then you can get that twist. Little tricks. Okay, left hand back behind you, right hand up, right hand to the outside of the left knee, and lift your ribs away from your hips. Inhale, exhale, and twist. And then release. Now you can also work on splits against the wall. Okay, so you would be like this. Take some deep breaths, walk your fingers up the wall, create some length in your spine. My heels are still down. And you want to work on getting your chest flat against the wall. And then release from that. So you can really do anything against the wall. All right, let's see. Okay, so dancer's pose. super important for the alignment of your knee to have your hips going straight. So that's the big thing that needs to happen, and also the way how you start off, okay? So I'll turn it over to the side. So you're gonna bring your right hand out, okay? And the palm's facing up. You're gonna bend the right knee. So take your left hand to the wall. My hips are going forward still. And then you're going to, so you're not twisting like this, okay? You bring the right foot. So now my thumb is on the inside of the arch and my hand is wrapped on the inside of the foot, okay? And then I press in, have my hips going straight. Don't let your knee come way out like this. So have a look at yourself before you start doing things, okay? And then you're gonna kick, 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 kick. Walk your hands forward, okay? And then you're kicking up. So you're gonna feel the front of your shoulder open at the same time. Okay, so this, you have to stabilize all the muscles if you're not using a wall. Okay, so this is a good way to start. And then you kick and you balance. Okay? And if you need the wall, you got the wall right there. And then you kick, 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 kick. So you want to do that when your hamstrings are feeling really nice and stretched out, because otherwise it'll feel like they're going to break. Okay, so that's another idea for the wall. If I come and I sit back down again against the wall, then it's easier to do pranayama, deep breathing, or also just to stretch out your neck. So let's do a few of those, because I'm trying not to do super long videos right now. And then bring your neck over to the other side. And bring your chin down to your chest. Bring your head back up, just make some little circles. Bring your hands up, stretch up, look up. Bring your hands back down. Bring your hands up again. And down, back up. Just to open up all the muscles in your back. And bring your hands into prayer. Namaskara. So we'll take a savasana. I hope you maybe have some ideas for walls at home. If you are practicing shoulder stand against the wall, or practicing inversions, when you're walking up. So build up muscle strength for handstands, do not wear socks. You need to have some grips. So I'll leave you with that, and I hope you have a great rest of the evening, and I will see you tomorrow. Namaste.